So guess what I'm doing? I'm baking some sweet potato pudding. I have my raisins here soaking in some white rum. Yup. Hey guys, today I'm making a sweet potato pudding. Yes, I said it right, sweet potato pudding. It is definitely a favorite of Jamaicans, and all I can remember growing up as a child is smelling that sweet potato pudding baking on a nice Sunday afternoon. So today I'm showing you the traditional way of making Jamaican sweet potato pudding. I have half pound of yellow yam here. I have about a pound or a pound and a half of sweet potato. I also have some ginger. I have some raisins here that's been soaked in some white rum. Yeah. This is completely optional, of course. If you want to use raisins, you can just add them in there dry like that. But I like to taste the rum in my raisin. I have my spices. I have some flour, cornmeal, salt, some melted butter, which is also optional, especially if you're using natural coconut, which produces a fair or generous amount of oil. I have some sugar here. I have 2 cups of sugar. This recipe takes a lot of sugar in order for it to be so nice. The reason for grating the yam first, the yam is very slippery, so we want to get that off that grater with the sweet potato, of course. So I'm grating my last piece of yam now. Then I'm going to go ahead and peel my sweet potatoes and grate them on the same side as I'm grating my yam on. The yam is very slippery, so just be careful. So now that my potatoes are peeled, I'm going to grate my potatoes as well. So now that I've finished grating my sweet potatoes and my yam, I'm going to go ahead and grate a piece of ginger. So I'm using about a thumb or a thumb and a half of ginger. So I'm finished grating everything, my ginger, my yam, my sweet potato. I just want to get everything off, so I'm going in with my fork. Nothing shall be wasted. So I'm just going to go in and give this a nice massage. Just want to get all the ingredients incorporated. Yo, when I said this smell good, jeez, the sweet potato and the ginger, I can already smell it. And it smells so good. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to juice my coconut. I want to get at least a cup of coconut milk from my coconut. So I'm just going to blend it with some water. So we actually want to save some of our coconut trash for the pudding. This can actually blend some more, so I'm going to add this back to my blender. My milk, my coconut milk is ready. Look how creamy and rich that is. About a cup of water here boiling. I'm going to now add my spices to my boiling water and let boil for about 2 minutes. And we want to add this to our mixture while it's hot. Okay, so I'm going to add a tablespoon of cinnamon extract to my boiling water. I'm also going in with 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. I grated a whole nutmeg here, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the nutmeg powder. Also going to add a little bit of almond extract, which is completely optional. That's like about half a teaspoon. So we're going to have this boil for about 2 minutes, and we want to add it to our pudding while it's still hot. I'm going to mix my dry ingredients. I'm going to start by sieving my flour. I'm going to sieve my cornmeal. I'm now going in with my salt. So I just added my salt. That was 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm now going to go in with my sugar. I just want to go in and mix this together. I'm going to add my coconut milk to my grated sweet potato. So I'm starting with about a cup. So I'm going to add a little more coconut milk, about a half cup more. I'm now going in my dry mix. So you want to add that in parts. So we don't I'm now going to add my butter, my melted butter, as I was saying to you guys. Next, I'm adding my coconut trash. So I'm using a half cup. So I'm going to add my spices that I had boiled earlier. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to add it to my mix. So I'm not going to add the rum. So I've added my raisins and I'm going to just mix this up nicely. So I'm now going to, I've buttered my baking pan with some unsalted butter lightly. So I'm going to add my pudding mix. This one seems very small, so I might have to use something different or add everything in one. So I had to get everything in one pan. I was hoping to fit it in two, however, I had to revert to this one. Okay, so I'm going to be adding this to the top of my pudding in about 10 minutes of it being finished. So this is the same pot I boiled my spices in. So I had a little bit more left in there. I added some coconut milk. I'm going to add the rest of the rum from my soaked raisins, and I'm also going to add some sugar. Allow this to boil right down until it becomes like a syrup texture consistency, and I'm going to just pour it on top of my pudding and then leave it in the oven for another 10 minutes, and trust me, oh gosh man, my pudding has been baking for an hour and a half. I'm about to test it to see how wet the inside is. So I'm using a skewer, so I'm going to just test the middle, and it comes out pretty dry, which is really good. I'm now going to add my topping that I made. So this has the coconut, it has the spices, it has some sugar. I just want to brush this over the top and pop this back in the oven for another 15 minutes. So this is my finished sweet potato pudding. I added some whipped cream on top and some coconut flakes. So it's now time to do a test. Look at that. This is so good. Mm. 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 Mm.